The field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics has never been as sought for as it is today. With the continuous rise for opportunities to be part of the scientific community, it can't be helped that in this day and age, more and more people start developing and dreaming the impossible dream of actually becoming part of this community, especially for women, who, for a long time, have been treated like they were not capable of contributing to the scientific community. It is high time that we erase this presumption and start giving them proper recognition for their contributions in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. A famous fictional character once said, "There's nothing in the world more powerful than a good story. Nothing can defeat it." And who has better stories than those of the Filipino women who are part of the scientific community here in the Philippines? They represent an ideal, which is starting to become a reality, in which both men and women are equally represented and recognized in the scientific community. They continue to inspire those around them, encouraging others to follow their dreams no matter how hard the path, because they are the future of their country. This is Ate Eloise Dorothy Gamit, a degree holder of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science from the University of the Philippines, Baguio, and a holder of a master's degree in Information Systems. She, along with her partner, started their own business, Hackspace, Makerspace, and Cafe, a co-working space located in Baguio City wherein they share their scientific expertise to those around them that are in need of it.
So, what have I achieved so far? I was an instructor in UP Baguio for about 4 years, and then I moved on to become a researcher in a DOST-funded project called PhilLider 1. And from there, I also got the opportunity to become an intern in the Sustainable Engineering Division in Hokkaido University, Japan. And then finally, we started to put up our business, which is Hackspace.
This is the story of Gabriel Charis Tagtag, a fresh graduate of the Philippine Science High School Cordillera Administrative Region campus, who, with her many experiences in the field of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, continues to pursue her dreams as she enters university, aspiring to get a medical degree.
I am Gabriel Charis A. Tagtag, a graduating student from Philippine Science High School Core Campus. And I plan to be Miss Universe 2025. Shut up. Kidding aside, I want to be part of this movement. I want to be part of the catalysts of change towards inclusivity of women and empowerment of women more on the fields of STEM.
It's really hard to pinpoint a specific moment where I said to myself, well, I want to be a woman in STEM and I want this to be my career. But if I had to choose one, it would probably when I was an instructor in UP Baguio. And that's because I felt like I became a part of someone else's STEM journey in a way. So I have my previous students coming up to me and thanking me for like teaching them like the basics of what they know now. So I'm really proud to see most of them be successful in their career choices. So yeah, I'm really proud of that.
I think the defining moment for me to know that I want to be woman in STEM is the PSYSC STEM Expo 2018. Before the event, I was rather disappointed and sad that we have these researchers collecting dust on the cabinets being thrown away. But through that event, I together with my team of empowered women as well, were able to talk to science educators, to experts in the field, and to actually talk to the public on how this project can help the Filipino people. So we designed the hand exoskeleton for the grip rehabilitation of post-stroke patients. And we were able to achieve these courses with doctors, with members of the community. And through that event, I wanted to be part of this movement. I wanted to design projects that caters to the community. I think there's no set process on how to become a woman in STEM. I typically do what people do, but I think the difference is that I have this set plan, and it's a learning process. It's a very, very long process. I get to talk with educators. I get to talk with fellow aspiring and fellow women in STEM. And we assess the situation together. We assess the situation of what our community needs, of how we can play a role in it, and how we can actually involve people in our conversation.
Right now, through Hackspace, we're trying to help improve the STEAM education here in Baguio City. So we made it a bit more holistic. That's why I said STEAM. So it's science, technology, engineering, arts, and then mathematics. So from what we've learned from our previous jobs, we try to teach kids and students in the field of IoT, Internet of Things, Arduino, 3D printing, programming, so on and so forth. So yeah.
Even though the Philippines is ranked as a top country that has the narrowest gender gap in Asia, according to the 2017 Global Gender Gap Index, women in STEM still do not experience the same benefits as their coworkers. In the same survey under a global perspective, women are more likely to experience discrimination in STEM jobs as compared to non-STEM jobs, and also tend to experience sexual harassment in the workplace. These are problems we still have to address before we can truly say that the disparity between men and women in the scientific community is non-existent and that they are equal.
What do I think is lacking, or what is the current situation of women in STEM in the Philippines? Okay. When we open our eyes, when we read the news, when we read the statistics, the data, we can see that there is a gap in our workforce right now. Literally, in terms of wage, in terms of acceptance, and in terms of our regard to women, not only in STEM, but to women in general as well, to be respected as human beings. So what we want is social consciousness from the community, and of course government support through our legislations and through our own perspectives as Filipinos and as members of the community who wants to be welcoming of being an inclusive community. When I open my laptop and code together with my friends and my batchmates here, when we help our teacher for an event, for a display, I would hear the side comments going, "Wow, babae nagko-code." And that comment really saddened me, because what we need is to actually normalize, and what we need is a mindset that when we think of the words engineer, computer scientist, analyst, scientist, we also want to think of women in these fields. Because what we want really today is inclusivity. And of course, in our society, we still have those stereotypes regarding these issues, that women should just stay in the house, women should just stay by their family. But I think women could also be agents of transformation together with men. And by building this link, and by building this mindset, we can empower our sister, our cousin, our mother, and all the women around us. So through these difficulties, I did not get disheartened, and I was more inspired to move forward with this advocacy and involve a lot of people.
Philippines, you think the Philippines is a patriarchal society, but from what I have witnessed, it's not the case in STEM. So I'll give you a few examples. The director in DOST CAR is a woman, Dr. Nancy Bantog. When I was a student, the chancellor of UP Baguio was a woman, and she's a professor in mathematics. While I was teaching, the dean of our college, College of Science, was a woman, and she's a professor in biology. What else? When I was in LIDAR, a lot of the researchers and our staff are women. So it's a very good environment. I guess I could say I'm really lucky. No, I had no any form of discouragement or stereotyping or generalization. So I had like a really normal career path.
To the aspiring women in STEM,
Go for it. It's a really great time to thrive in a STEM career right now.
just like you, I was confused the first day that I wanted to be a woman in STEM. The first day that I wanted to be a champion for this movement. So there's really no set process for this all. All you need to do
Is to nurture that spark of interest and curiosity within you. So always have that curiosity and the hunger for knowledge.
because what we want to achieve are socially conscious individuals and socially aware individuals.
Don't forget to give back to the community. As we say, utak and puso para sa bayan.
What we need are game changers and what we need are visionaries. And you are the visionaries.
Though the journey to be part of the scientific community is hard, especially for women, it is not impossible. There are still those who advocate and fight for their space in this community, and it's not going to stop any sooner. With icons like Rene Reyes, Hillary and Dallas, and Dr. Josette Bio, to name a few, it is such a great time in the Philippines for women to pursue the STEM career. With just a little push and hard work, soon enough the Philippines will be able to be the first, globally, to close the gender gap between men and women in the scientific community. And in time, the Pearl of the Orient Sea will also be able to give women a safe space in which they could build their dreams and flourish, so that they may be able to help the Philippines rise to be the best that it can be.